Hi everybody, I'm Alison, this is Sew Like Dotty, and this is my Sew Frugal vlog for 2025. I've been involved with Sew Frugal for a few years. It's my favourite challenge, I think. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this year. Over the last couple of years, I've highlighted a pattern that I was going to make for myself, and I'm still doing that. But I wanted to bring you something different this year. But what I've done is gathered in some information from my little lovely sewing squad of Sew Virtual attendees. So I run some virtual sewing sessions, and I told the guys my idea for this vlog and asked them to help me because I wanted to bring you things that people had actually made. It's using fabric from your stash, and it's using free sewing patterns. So there were a couple that people recommended that they said had become free, or others that you had to subscribe to something, and I've not put those in. I want to keep it really straightforward. So at the time of recording this and it coming out to you, all of the patterns that I'm sharing with you are free. So my idea was, could we create a whole capsule wardrobe or a whole wardrobe of garments made from free patterns? And I'm going to share loads with you today that you could build up, literally like a directory of free patterns. So if you haven't got a notepad and pen, pause this video, grab one, or open the notes section on your phone because you might want to make some notes. So I'm so pleased you're with me today. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you could do that, and let's get going. So I am going to start with what I'm going to make first, and that is a pattern that's brand new to me. And it's from Maddie Techman, and it's the Revery vest. So it looks just like this here. I've printed off these instructions today. Now there is a sew along on YouTube, and what I'm going to do is put some generic links in because a lot of the patterns that I'm talking about come from certain companies. You'll see as we go on. For me to list every single pattern that I share, which I normally do, but that would be a really big task for me today because there's going to be a lot. But this one, I struggled to find it by just searching for it on Google. So I went onto the YouTube Sew Along, and there's a link in the description box. And if you go on that, you can download it for free. So there's the instruction, there's three separate things. There's the instructions, there's the size chart, and then there are the A4 or US letter size pieces to print out. It's only 12 pieces of paper to stick together. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know I hate sticking them together, but I've done that today, no problem at all. Now, size-wise, this one goes from an extra small, which is a 31 to 33 inch bust, all the way up to a 50 to 53 inch bust. Now, I fall around 44 to 46, depending on where I'm at with things. Now, what confused me was on this it goes up to a 4XL, but it doesn't on the pattern. It goes up to an extra large, which in theory would be too small for me, but it's over here. I've stuck it together, I've measured the pattern pieces, and I think it's going to be all right. So I'm going to go with it. If it's not, I'll reprint it and I'll add some things onto it. Now, most of the patterns that I'm going to share with you today are pretty size inclusive, but I'm not going to be able to go through the individual sizes for each one like I have done today. It's a quick click to go on it and just check it out, and the patterns are free. So I am going to make it in this throw, which I bought recently. So it was a February purchase. I bought it from JYSK. I think I've got those initials right. If I haven't, I'll put it on the screen. So this one was £15. I've got another patterned one that was £10. But that's for a jacket on a different day. But with this one, I'm going to create this gilet, so Reverie vest. And I'm going to use the bias tape. I'm going to attempt to put the side pieces of the paper pattern together. I'm going to see if that works. So you'll have to come back and watch my vlog and see how I get on with this, which will be coming out sometime in February. I'll be doing that. But that was $15.99 for all of this, pre-quilted, and I'll be able to unpick some of the bias binding to use that. But I'll probably get some bestie bags or something like that out of the rest of that as well. And you can order it online in the UK. I'm not sure about the rest of the world. My nearest store, I've not heard of it, was about 20 minutes drive, and I just paid the postage and got it delivered. So you can check that out. Okay, I'm going to dive in to our Team So Virtual recommendations. So all of these have been made by myself or people who are sewists, because it's always good. Some of the things I get onto I haven't sewn, but oh my goodness, I found loads of stuff that I want to sew. So the first one is one that I've made before, and that is the Nikki top by Vicky Sews. That is, I'll put pictures in for these. So that is quite a straightforward. I had it on today earlier with some sweatpants, quite a slouchy, oversized sweatshirt top. You literally just go on, put in your measurements, and you get the one that's the right one for you. So you can check that out. I'm sure I've got a picture of me in it, but if not, I'll put in the stock photo of that one. Then I've got, I'm reading these out because there's a lot. Then I've got the Malva Tee, which is by Hazel Hen Patterns, which is a t-shirt with a short sleeve, but on any t-shirt, it's very easy to extend the sleeves. Then we've got the Mandy Boat Tee by Tessuti Fabrics. Now, I think t-shirts like this from a fabric brand are a very good way to test the water with that brand, see how their pattern block works for you, and just see what the fit's going to be like. And that gives you a bit of an indication for maybe other patterns you might want to go on and get for them. So the next one is called Style Rain, and that is part of Little Lizard King, but their adult patterns are called Styler patterns. Now this one I really like the look of, so make sure you go and check this one out. And then we've got the Closet Core tee, which is a basic t-shirt from Closet Core. Lots of people recommended this, so people have been emailing me, they've been commenting on our Facebook group, and this one came with several recommendations. So the next one is a slightly different variation, and it's from Friday Pattern Company, and that is the Friday Pattern Company Battle Top. Now I've made a few of these, and a couple of other guys have as well. This is free or pay what you can, and it's not a battle top in the same neckline I would normally consider to be a battle top, but it's not as high as a crew. And I've kind of made it in two different ways. So I've made it as a t-shirt, but I've also made it slightly more fitted, because then it looks like a bodysuit. So that sort of more fittedness, is that even a word? Looks really good under like dungarees or pinafores or things like that as well. Okay, and are we still going? Yes, we are. Our last t-shirt, and that is from Patterns for Pirates, and it's the Judy tee. And this one came with some recommendations as well, so have a little look and check that one out. Now, there are lots of other t-shirts out there that are free. That's just a roundup and recommendations from sewists who've already made them. We have got next some leggings. Now I've only included one set of leggings, but that is the Styler Jackson leggings. So again, part of Little Lizard King. I'll put a picture in of those. I know my friend's making something like this in a stretch faux leather at the moment, so I thought that would be a good one to include. Now, cardigan wise, lots of people already know about the Sinclair Harper cardigan. I've made that in the past. It's a really great pattern to get. You get different heights, different lengths, so you can go from like a short cropped right down to a full length duster. And there were other cardigans that came up, but that one was the one that came up the most, and I wanted to include that. As we go on later, there will be some more that I'm going to show you, but I've not made all of them. Okay, I feel like I'm rushing to get through because there's so much. Next, we've got a mini skirt. The reason I included this is I've not got the legs for a mini skirt. I wish I did, but actually I think it could be easily included, and it's the Maison Fauve Grenadine mini skirt. I love the fabric that they use in the stock pictures for this, but it's also got some seam detail on the front, so if you click on it and go into it, you'll see that. But actually it would be really easy just to extend that skirt piece down and make it sort of an A-line skirt. It's completely for free. And I think with all of these patterns that we're now getting into as we move away from t-shirts, you can style them up or down depending on the fabric choice that you want to use. The great thing is they're free. So we've got another one coming from Maison Fauve. You could make like a really cute, oh, that's my cute move, a really cute outfit out of the two of these. And that is the pom-pom waistcoat. What a great name. So I'll put a picture of that in. So if you're looking for a little waistcoat, either for yourself to wear with some pants, or maybe you've got an event coming up and you've got somebody who wants to wear them. I always think like a waistcoat and some really smart trousers all in the same fabric, just wearing like a bra under the waistcoat, no top, can look really elegant for like an evening do. So that's another great idea. Okay, I'm moving down a little bit. A strong recommendation was the Italia Schemit Deckley blouse. So I'll put a picture of that in. I love the fact we've already covered t-shirts, leggings, we've covered what, a cardigan, a waistcoat. There's loads to come, honestly. So you're getting the feel that you could fill a full wardrobe full of free patterns. It's great, isn't it? Okay, so that blouse looks super cute. I hope you like that one, and there are more blouses to come. Now, there was a recommendation, and it wasn't for garments, it was for accessories. Now, this is a YouTube, like a person like me on YouTube, and they are called Miko or Miko, M-I-K-O Crafts. So I'll put a picture in of that so you can see that. And they have lots of vlogs and they have some free patterns, but it actually states on the picture the sew along of the bags, which are for free patterns. And I had a little look at one today and I've got one lined up that I quite like the look of, so check that out as well. Okay, now we're going to shift into a shirt dress. I feel like we've kind of gone up a little gear. So we're all loving a shirt dress. I've got my Aspen dress on at the moment, but it's not free. So this is the on Mood Society, the Rosalie shirt dress. I think you could do all sorts with this. So yes, it's a shirt dress, but what's to say that you couldn't take the skirt off, add some sort of pant pattern onto it, or there's going to be some free patterns, and turn it into a jumpsuit as well. So you've got some flexibility there, and yeah, play around with it. You could change the shape of the skirt, do all sorts with it, and it's completely free. Okay, we can't forget the PJs, because we all love a little set of cuddly PJs, don't we? And Ellie and Mac, they do a great set of classic PJs and nightshirts, and they're for all ages and sizes. So I thought that was a really good one to include. I know I'm kind of thinking Christmas is miles away, but even if they're just for you now, but that might be one that you get and you download, print off and just park ready for all those Christmas goodies that you want to make. I know it's only March, what am I talking about? The next two are ones that I've shared on 2 previous years, but actually they came in as strong recommendations for a few people, so I don't want to miss them out. And that is the Peppermint Magazine Paddington top. Now, you might have heard other people say Peppermint Magazine used to be free, now they are free or pay what you can. But some of the newer ones, the ones that have come out over the last year, aren't free. But the Peppermint top is, and I have made this before and I have added a skirt onto it and turned it into a dress, but it came as a recommendation for a few people, so I didn't want to miss it out again this year. And then the make that I did make last year, and I really recommend these. I know loads of people have made them. You know what I'm going to say from Peppermint Magazine? It's got to be those wide leg trousers. Honestly, I mean, we're all different shapes, aren't we? We're all different heights and we make adjustments and things. But I made these last year in a stretch denim, put them on, bish bosh, fit, no adjustments. I was absolutely amazed, because I think often that's the thing that puts you off. But if you know that you've not spent anywhere from £10 to £20 on a pattern in the first place, then I think, well, it's worth a bit of a punt to use that fabric that I've had sitting around for a while. Let me just try it, and if I do need to make any adjustments, I can play with it on that. Now, that's not me knocking people who develop patterns at all. I fully understand the amount of time and effort and testing and costs around patterns. But hey, you know, we're all on a budget, and if I can recommend one to you, it's going to be that one, cause they were, I was so impressed. So what I've loved on Sew Virtual is there are lots of brands that have come out that I'd not even heard of before, or I'd heard of but not really followed up. So, you know, when somebody mentions something to you but you don't really kind of go ahead and look at it, this has given me an opportunity to do that. So the next two patterns are from fabricstore.com. They're not all free, but this one is, and it's the Mariana notched collar jacket. So if you're looking for a blazer type jacket, this is right for you, and it's free. So obviously there'll be a picture going in there for you to see. How incredible. Put that with the waistcoat and that little skirt and you've got a great suit if you need a business type suit or an event suit. Happy days. Then we've got when I was sent this one as a recommendation, I was like, oh my God, I love this. It reminded me of the Friday Pattern Company Ilford jacket. And it is, again, from fabricstore.com, I'm probably going to say this wrong, the Paola, Paola workwear jacket. And it's free. And usually with these things, you can switch pockets around. You can create your own pockets. You can mix it up. But the pockets are there anyway, but you could change it up, change the buttons up, turn it into a shirt, turn it into an overshirt, or just make it as the jacket. And we moved into coats. So my final coat to share with you as a recommendation is from Mood Society, and that is the Bergen coat, which is quite a cute little coat, I've got to say. And depending on where you are in the world, we're still kind of in coat season. So have a little look and check that out. So out of everything that was recommended to me, I started to sort of pull together 3 brands that I felt were most prominent in the free pattern area. And I wanted to explore with you how easy their websites were to use, how easy it was to find things. And the first one that I'm going to go through, I'm just going to play a little video on the screen. Now, I've looked at theirs before, but it's because somebody's mentioned one and I've gone into that one, but I've never really just gone on and explored the website. So the 2 things that I felt that there was still a bit of a gap in, well, 3 I guess, were coats. We've had a couple of coats and jackets, swimwear, and jumpsuits and trousers. So as I'm going it's just a screen grab that I'm going to play a little video at the side, but I'm going to take you through how easy it is just to access it. So just go on Mood Society. All of the ones that I did click on and look at for myself seem to have a very generous size allowance as well. You just print at home, the instructions are there. This one doesn't have loads of adverts popping up all the time, so I found it very, very easy to navigate around. So as you see, I've gone through it all and I went and clicked into the jacket section. I love that theirs are in dresses, skirts, tops, coats, accessories, and if you get to the end, so if you're scrolling through the coats, it'll automatically go into the accessories, so you sort of know you've got to the end of it. There was a few coats on there that I saw, and jackets. So if you're looking for like a bomber jacket, denim jacket, a coat, like a dog walking coat, anything like that, there's something on there. Honestly, take a good look at it. And then I went into the swimwear section, not as extensive, but enough that you could put pieces together and work with that. There's even some lingerie and stuff on there as well. So if you've not looked at it before, what I've done is I've took loads of screenshots of things in preparation for this vlog, and I'm going to take those pictures. When I've screenshotted them, I've made sure that the brand is still on the bottom, you know, like Mood Society, so I know exactly where the pattern is, and I'm going to put them into a folder in my phone of free patterns, just the pictures, so that if I'm kind of, I could do with a pattern 4, my first stop will be those pictures, just to remind myself, because we forget, don't we? Oh, there was a skirt that I liked. Oh, there was a pair of trousers that I liked. And I'm going to keep that folder up to date and sort of live. If you do use Stash Hub, you might want to put them into your inspiration folder in there. Just put the pictures in, and then again, you know where they're from. So I hope you've liked a little tour around Mood Society. I think it's a great site, so definitely check it out and take a look. Let me know in the comments if you have and what you think, or if you've sewn anything from them before. Let me know. With any pattern, there's always a bit of a learning curve, isn't there? Sort of trying it on, what's the fit like, what adjustments do I need to make? So it's very unusual to just pick up a pattern and be able to just run with it. So you might need to kind of consider that and, yeah, get familiar with it. The second one is, it's It's a brand I don't even think I'd heard of them. I think Radiance from Canada was the first person that mentioned them. She's made, I think every week we've been on Soul Virtual, she has made a garment from Tiana's closet. She's made some nice tops with frilly sleeves. She's made coats. She's made all sorts. And she's really making their free patterns work for her. And the more we've started to mention it, other people have mentioned them as well. And yeah, I was amazed. So I'm a huge fan of the Fibre Mood Judy dress. It's a floaty buffet style dress with a slightly curved waist. But I went on there today and I found dresses that are very similar. So they have two of that kind of dress. I'll put a little video playing in of the things that I found from there. You'll see it covers everything. But there's a couple of key things that I really want to mention. So I'm going to stop now. I'm going to play the video and I'm going to chat over the top of them and then I'll come back to you. All right. Let's take a look at Tiana's closet. And this says baby doll dress, but it's quite a cute dress without being oversized because it doesn't have the gathering. Then we've got this lovely sheath dress. If you're looking for something a bit more elegant, I actually love this and you could lengthen it. This dress is fitted, it says mini dress again, you could lengthen it, but look at those sleeves. And then if you're looking for something, I was thinking it's prom party season, you've got this halter neck dress as well. And then heading to the beach, what about this cute little button down dress? This could be a pinafore. I think you could dress it up. And this one is a little bit fitted with an invisible zip, but I like the simplicity of that one as well. But I think this could be one of my favourites. So you've got the puffy sleeves, you've got the gathered skirt. It is open at the back, but you could widen those ties if you needed to. This one is the one that reminds me of the Judy dress, and it's actually reversible, so you can have buttons at the back or the front. Or if you're looking for something slightly more fitted with a little bit more elegance, this could be the one. So next you've got this cowl neck back dress. Again, it's shorter, but I just thought this could be any length you want. How cute is this t-shirt with the gathers across the raglan sleeves? This is one that I'm definitely going to be making. And I think this might be one that Radiance has made with the ruffles on the sleeves, and it looked really cute. This has the wrap, so it reminded me of the Kilo wrap dress, but it's a top version. And we've got to include the men. So there is a free hoodie pattern on there for the men, and there is a free men's t-shirt too. This is just a simple blouse with a fluted sleeve, plain, easy, and completely free to buy. This one, though, I love a big sleeve, and this one is a puffed sleeve top, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. This one, again, quite a simple top with a little ruffle around the sleeve, but a little bit different to the previous one. And then this one, if you're looking for an elegant blouse, how gorgeous is this? It's got very long cuffs and a bishop's sleeve and a gathered top. And just a little cute summer t-shirt, just with a little bit more elevated because of the ruffles and the v-neck. This one reminds me of things that I've very much seen in stores recently in the UK. And I have seen this made up and it's lovely. Now, we're into crop tops. Don't dismiss this one, because my thinking with this is you could very easily add a skirt onto the bottom. And this one is definitely one of my favourites. It just screams summer and beach days in those gorgeous stripes there. And moving on to some culottes. So if you're looking for some longer trousers or culottes, you've got this pattern here. Or you've got some more casual pull-on wide leg trousers. Really comfortable and very easy and quick to make as well. This, I was thinking again of party season and proms, the Monica high-low skirt. If you don't want the high-low, just level it off. And this one slightly more fitted with that nice fluted bit. But if you didn't want the flute, just turn it into a straight skirt. And holiday time, so I was thinking of those Bermuda shorts. Again, you could lengthen them and make them into trousers. And if you're just looking for a gathered waisted skirt, you've got this one just here, and you could easily add another tier and lengthen that. You could add that to the crop top. And finishing off with this gorgeous easy pull-on coat. So what did you think of Tiana's closet? They are just pictures, and with Tiana's closet there are a lot of adverts that pop up, so do be careful what you're actually clicking on to download and things. That's the only thing I would say. Just take it slow, be a bit careful, but that's just a fraction of what's on there. So there's an awful lot of tops, there's a coat, and there's a couple of key things that I really love, and I was sharing them on So Virtual today. There's a stripy top. You might have seen it as it went through, but I'll pop a picture in. I absolutely love that top. I think the way that they play with the direction of the stripes is beautiful. And as I say, there's a couple of like floaty dresses that I like. Now they're shorter, they're over the knee, but all I need to do is extend that skirt piece. It'll be a rectangle. And then it's the length that I like to wear. Very similar to the Judy dress with buttons down the back, but with a longer sleeve, which would be perfect for me in winter. So I really like the look of that. And just remember with some of these, it might be some of the tops have a really puffy sleeve in that that's my vibe. I really like it. Now, these are free patterns. You might want to go on and just work out which pages have that sleeve on, so that you might want to try that into a totally different dress or blouse that you're making, and you can do that. So I'm not saying they're interchangeable with everything, but it is nice to be able to play around in that way, rather than think I like the sleeve in that pattern, but I'm not really bothered about making the whole top, but I'd like to try that sleeve into this dress, and then you'd have to buy that pattern. Hope that makes sense. So I hope you like that little tour around of Tiana's closet. And finally, we're going to have a little look at the ones I've chosen from Peppermint magazine. We've already mentioned a couple of them, but these are some different ones that I've picked out. So in Peppermint, as I said, just click on view and it'll tell you if it's free or pay what you can. You can pay what you can anyway, but obviously for So Frugal, we're using free patterns only as part of the challenge. And don't forget to share those pictures on the last day of the month and tag Ruan the Yorkshire Sew Girl in and Sam from Frugalisma. And I'll put the hashtags on the screen so you've got those again. I will have put them on at the beginning. I think it's a couple of years since I had a good explore around them. I'm not going into an office. My work clothes have changed. So when I looked into it, there were things that I kind of thought, yeah, that's all right, but it doesn't really suit my needs now. But going back into it after a little while, I was like, actually, I would kind of wear that now, or I'd have a look at that. So you've got all kinds of things on there. You've got loungewear, you've got another workwear jacket. You'll have seen them as they've played, but there are many, many more. So please go check that out, have a little look and just see what you think. You might have tried some before. If you have, let me know in the comments. So that's me wrapping up So Frugal for this year. It's been a bit of a whistle stop, but I hope that I've given you a bit of inspiration, maybe from some patterns that you've seen today, or some inspiration just to go and have a little browse and maybe save or make a note of some that you've seen that you like, or getting into that mindset when you're thinking, right, I want to make a coat for winter, or I'm ready to make a new pair of trousers, or I'm after a new blouse, or I want something a little bit different, to go onto some of these sites where patterns are free and make that your first port of call to see what you can find on there, because I think we're going to save a bit of money that way, and I kind of like the sound of that. So I hope you do too. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I'm Alison. This has been just lovely, and put videos out generally on a Thursday morning or afternoon and on a Sunday, and I cover all sorts of sewing stuff and chat and a bit of techniques and stuff here and there. So if you're new to my channel, thank you for watching the vlog today. I like to chat in the comments, so pop some ideas and what you're making and what you're going to make for So Frugal in there, and I'll catch up with you really soon. Bye.